Hey guys, it's Dr. JJ, and I'm going to be showing you how to go through your lifestyle calculator assignment today. Okay, so I'm going to just briefly go over the assignment, show you how to get to the website so that when you're in class on Monday and or on Wednesday, you will not have to ask any questions. Everything will be on this video and in this assignment, okay? So let's get started. Let's start from the top. If you look at the top right here, it says assignment pays up to $12. And we'll talk about how you can know how much money you're actually going to get paid. So you can get paid up to $12. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will get paid $12. The weight of the payment is contingent upon neatness and correctly completing each part of the activity. So you might get paid $4. You could get paid $6. You can get paid $10. It depends on how you do the assignment, if it's done correctly, and if it's neat. So let's go into looking at the assignment. Don't forget to put your name and the date that you start the assignment. I want the time that you started the entire assignment and the time you finished. You will need to get a supervisor's initial. That could be me, that could be Crystal, that can be Dr. Williams or Ebony, okay? That can also be Miss Lovett, just as long as you get somebody's initial saying that you finished at the time you said you finished, okay? All right, so this is the lifestyle calculator. I am not going to read this. It is important for you to read this section. Once you finish reading this section, you need to provide a signature, the date and time saying you have read and understood this. Then you will move to the next part. It's going to tell you to visit a website, and while I am on a computer, you will actually be using pencil and paper on this first part of the assignment. So even though I'm typing in the answers, I want you to use what? Pencil and paper on the first part of the assignment. There will be a technology piece, but this is not the technology piece yet. So what I'm going to do is go to this website. You will use a computer or tablet to visit this website while you are completing the paper, okay? So here's the website. Let me make sure that you can see that on my screen. Okay, you should be able to see that website now. It's called Texas Reality Check. And what you're going to be able to see is, will you be able to afford the lifestyle that you want? So on this page, you're going to start by going through the reality check. You're going to click this green button that says start your reality check. It's going to walk you through expenses that you'll incur each month. You get to decide how much you want to spend on your lifestyle. You get to determine your minimum salary needs, and you get to explore different occupations that'll help you get the money that you need to live. So I'm just going to go through this quickly. You will need to pick a city where you want to live. If you want to stay in Dallas, of course, pick Dallas. Or if you feel like you want to live in another part of Texas, you can pick one of those cities. I'm going to pick Dallas. All right. Then you have to decide where you're going to live. Are you going to live at home? Are you going to live in a house? Are you going to live in an apartment? You're just going to walk through all of these different scenarios that you will read through. Some of them you can click more than one. It depends on what you're looking for. So I'm just going to quickly go through here. I'm not going to even spend much time because I'm going to let you guys go through and see what you want. If your job, like if you have a job like me, I really, like, Fort Oak Cliff does not pay for my insurance, so I have to pay for my own insurance. But if you're working for a big company, or if you're working for a school, they'll usually pay for your health insurance, okay? So it depends. If you're working for yourself, you have to pay for your own insurance. So keep that in mind. Regardless, you still have to pay for vision and dental, so be sure to choose those. Okay, I'm going to keep on going with all of this. It's entertainment, different things that I want to be for entertainment. Miscellaneous items, you choose what you want. Student loan debt. Depending on the degree you want, you need to decide, are you going to go to a private school or a public school? I have my doctorate degree, so I went to a private school. So this is the one I have to choose. If you know that you just want to get a certificate, you choose one of these. But remember, the degree you want depends on the type of job you will have, okay? And then it talks about you having children. Of course, I don't have any children, but if you want some, you will get to choose on that page, and then how much money you will save. So go through all of these until you get to this page. Once you get to this page and you have all this data, that is when you're going to go to your sheet. As you can see, let me flip back over real quick. As you can see, it has places for like category, housing, utilities. You're going to take the money from the page right here, and you're going to plug it into, so right now it's saying that housing is about $796. On your page, you're going to write housing $796. And don't forget to put the location of where you're going to be, which I said was Dallas. So you're going to be writing these down on your page, and you need to make sure it's done neatly so that we can read. So you're going to put all that information from that page in there, and then you're going to move to the next section, which says, whoops, let me get it real quick. All right, the next section says explore occupations right here. Explore occupations. Now that I know how much money I'm making living in Dallas, I need to explore occupations that are going to help me afford this per year. This is how much money, according to my answers, which I really didn't go through them as you saw, but according to what I chose, I'm going to be making $55,000, or I'm going to need to be making $55,785 to afford everything that I said I wanted. So we're going to explore occupations. When you explore occupations, let's just say I wanted to be a dog walker. It's not there because being a dog walker is not going to afford $55,000 a year. So they're not going to even put it there. I have to at least try something that I'm going to make $55,000 a year. Let's see if I wanted to be a waitress. It's not up there, okay? Let's see if I wanted to be a cosmetology. It's not up there because it's just not up there. See if I put hair. Okay, let's see if I put football. You can't even use sports. So let's say if I want to be a teacher. Here are some teaching jobs. Here are the different salaries, and I have pages and pages upon teachers. Let's say if I wanted to be a doctor. That's not coming up, so maybe I have to come up with a different thing. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I wonder what education I chose. Maybe the one I chose, well, I think I chose doctor. Let me see if I can do another one. Practitioner. Here we go, right here. So you have to think of another name for doctor because they have different chiropractors, practitioners, family and general practitioners, so different types of doctors, and lawyers. They're on here as well. So you can choose and you can filter by the different educations or by different industries. So let's say if you wanted to go into the arts. Let me erase this. Now we have different types of arts, okay? Librarians, visual arts, music directors. I don't see anything that says dancers. No dancers. So it depends on what you want to do. Let's see if it's criminology is on here. Maybe law and public safety. So now we get into our polices and our detectives and things like that. So think about that while you're going through your job. And then what you need to do, which I'm going to go back to education. Let's just say I want to be in adult education like what I do at GED. All right, so here's my occupation title, the occupation code, the annual salary, and the hourly wage. Some of them might not have hourly wages because it's just an annual salary, and some of them might not have annual salaries because you always get a hourly wage. You have your job description, your method of entry, your endorsements, a video that kind of tells you about the job of your choice that you will need to watch, and then some other information that you will need, including how your hourly wage can be broken down by different cities. Like, for instance, Dallas actually gets paid more than some other cities in Texas, and Dallas gets paid more than national. So a lot of people might move to Dallas just so they can get paid more from other places, because Dallas pays more than almost everywhere, okay? But that's not always the case in different jobs. So look at your job and see who's paying more in which area, okay? Then you have your salary for entry level and your salary for experience level. See what your salary is based off of when you will start and when you've been working there for a couple of years, because you always get raises and you always get promotions in your job. Not always, but if you have a good job, you will. You will need to take this information from this page and transfer it, transfer it. Y'all, it is 1:58 a.m. right now. I am not kidding. It's time for me to go to bed. Transfer it into this chart right here. So here it is again. Occupation title, boom, write it in there. Occupation code, boom, write it in there. Average wage for Texas. And so you can kind of see why I have you printing this out and actually writing it in, because it's a lot to do on the computer at the same time. But go ahead and fill out that chart. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to create a presentation on Google Drive. You click this little 3x3 array here, then you're going to click Drive. Then what you're going to do is you're going to want to click the blue button that says New Google Slides. All right, so it's already set me up on my first slide, and I know from reading my page that I'm going to need to come up with my own title. I'm going to need my name. I'm going to need the date. So I'm going to go ahead and do that after selecting the theme, of course. Okay, this is what I want my theme to be. So the title of my presentation is going to be My Career Choice, and by Jennifer Hills for 2018, and that's my first page. Then I know the second page is going to be asking me about my career a little bit. So all I have to do is click this plus sign. That's what I did. I'm going to delete that so you can see it. Boom, click the plus sign. Information about my career. And I'm just naming my own pages what I want to name them. Just feel like this is a great way to organize it. It's going to ask me about the name of my career. It's going to ask me about the salary. It's going to ask me about the job description, just because I remember what that chart, I think job description might be on another slide. I'm just remembering what that chart is asking for. So whatever that slide 2 on the chart asks for, that's what you're going to put in there, okay? That's how you're going to do the presentation. And that's how you do that part. Finally, this is the grading rubric. This is how we'll decide how to pay you. So let's just say that you got everything done perfectly and you got 3s all the way down. You'll get $3, $6, $9, $12. That's how it works. But let's just say it was neat. Some of it was correct. I saw where you got some stuff incorrect. You showed that you worked through the process, but you wasn't that creative with it. You just gave me a blah presentation. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8. Okay. If you only gave me ones, that's $1, $2, $3, $4. So it really depends on what you give to us and what we decide to score on the rubric. And I'm gonna tell you something, we're not gonna be that easy. We're not just giving away 3s willy-nilly, because this money is coming out of our pocket. So if you want to get you $12, you better work for it, and it better look super, super good. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know before you sign and before you decide to get started on your assignment. All right, thank you so much for listening and taking this time to learn how to do the assignment. Good luck to you, and have a good Monday or Wednesday, whatever date you're doing this on. Peace.